And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Taken in at the 3. Spins away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. A ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down the 47-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Gain on the play.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. It's Barkley on the counter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Anderson's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
And automatic, Morten Anderson does it again. Knocks another one through the post. I have to be careful because it's almost boring, you know, just how accurate he is. He knocks another one through.
All-time NFL leading scorer. He's known as the Great Dane because he's from Copenhagen. And I think, Charles, he actually leads 2 different franchises in scoring, does he not?
Well, one time he did. New Orleans Saints, 13 seasons there, still the all-time leading scorer with them. And the Atlanta Falcons, he held that record, but Matt Bryant has since passed him.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
With the score, Giants 3, Rams 0.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's another.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
He's hit, and he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. As we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season, but CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Arizona, Dallas Monday night, and then you got Buffalo, KC moved from Thursday to Monday to account for Buffalo playing on Tuesday in Week 5.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start with that one because that Buffalo-Kansas City game, as you mentioned, was originally a Thursday night feature game. Then they moved it to Sunday, and then they had to move it to Monday because of the juggling of the schedule in this most unusual season. Arizona-Dallas Monday night, that feels like an old-school kind of a game, doesn't it? And now we'll have Andy Dalton at quarterback for Dallas. And Green Bay-Tampa Bay, that's simple. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. And Cleveland-Pittsburgh, how great is this now to feel like it's the old AFC North battle with Cleveland fully in the fight?
On third down, Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Here's Hill on the return. Now the Hill, loose football. The Giants have it. It's picked up. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's into the clear. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Chris Boswell.
How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
We talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
At their own 44.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe...
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. To throw again. Jackson. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry. As the first half is winding down. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Giants 10. Rams 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At 4-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take...
For the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, we got a second here, Charles. Let's play believer, non-believer. I'll give you a couple teams off to surprising starts. You tell me if you believe that they will continue that way. And let's start with the Browns at 4-1.
Non-believer last year, believer to start this season, believer even after they got whacked in opener by Baltimore. I think they'll contend for a playoff spot.
Okay, the Bears, same record, 4-1.
I still want to see more out of this team, but I like how their defense plays. Still need consistency on offense.
And then lastly, what about the Panthers at 3-2?
One of the great stories in the early going. Non-believer because I think their division's too tough for Tampa Bay and New Orleans. But boy, I like what they're doing so far, 3-2. Way better record than what people thought.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And he'll get about 5 here, so take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Rams 14, Giants 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. On third down, Henry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
First down, Giants.
first down carry for Barkley. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it is incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
On down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Jackson from the shotgun. On the catch, it's Andre Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And that will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Short of the first. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football. And I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. First down and much more for Henry. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now increase here as he's past the 30.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. He's back to throw. No, he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Sanders. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Today's final score, Giants 17.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York